All right, so we have made it to the end of Lunar Surface Science Workshop 24. I am so sincerely grateful to everyone who made this day possible, and I'm particularly thankful for our facilitators and note takers, as well as our WebEx lead, who steered through the technical challenge high seas of navigating the new lockdown WebEx constraints. You all have made it to the other side of the breakout sessions and helped us get insight on plenty of lessons learned for future breakout sessions in this new WebEx environment. Not to mention input about science drivers and capabilities for lunar surface habitat research facilities. Agree, Melanie, with that enthusiasm. Thank you all so much. As for next steps, uh, the input provided today um, during the meeting will be used to develop a workshop report for NASA regarding community interests on science drivers and capabilities for lunar surface habitat research facilities. Um, and with that, thank you all so much for making today possible. And please don't hesitate to reach out to Kevin and I with any other thoughts or considerations or input that you might have to share. We really appreciated everyone's engagement today, and we have the few of the proud, the 88 still on the um, WebEx line today. I'll echo all of the notes being said by the group, and I see Kevin on. I'm not sure if that's because he wants to say anything. Happy to shift it over to you, Kevin, if you'd like to say a few words.
Sure. Thanks, Ursula. Yeah, echoing what Ursula said, really appreciate everyone participating and staying in there. As Ursula said, this information is going to be provided to NASA for details of information, but more importantly, I will be using this information that we received from this report, combining it with the NASA internal input for an action that we have for the strategic analysis cycle for the architecture definition document that will then feed into the designs for us to actually start putting more meat and requirements to the ADD for how we as a science community want to conduct our science and what we need for our science. So I really want to thank everyone who participated, all the moderators, the speakers, especially the facilitators and note takers, and you all who participated. It really does make a difference in everything that you all do to NASA and how we're doing things. And with the Science Mission Directorate, for most of you that you know, science community input is extremely important and serves as our principal drivers, as you know from our decadals. But also questions we get: did you get this from the community? And we have to answer that as yes. That's how seriously and important we feel your input is. And so also I'd like to thank my co-organizer, Ursula Koniges, who really did the lion's share for organizing this meeting overall. And she definitely deserves a huge round of applause for making this really a very successful lunar surface science workshop. So thanks, Ursula, and thank you everyone for participating. And back to you, Ursula.
I will share that thanks and reflect it back to the group that made this all possible. And thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Ricky, and thank you, Kristen John. Really appreciate it. And we are at 5 o'clock. I hope 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific, other times as well. I hope folks have a good rest of their day. Take care, everyone.